Hello and welcome to The Pitch, home of the greatest movie ideas on the internet, except no substitute. Today's pitch is for the Minecraft movie. Love it or hate it, Minecraft's popularity is undeniable, and I think a big part of that is because it's a sandbox game. You can literally play whatever game you want in whatever way you want. If you want to play hide and seek with your friends, you can do that. If you want to build a giant castle, you can do that too. And that's why it has lasted for, crikey, a decade now. That sandbox element is very important, and we're going to try and carry that into my movie pitch. But how? Well, let me tell you, we're going to, oddly, look at Halloween for inspiration. When John Carpenter first pitched the Halloween films, his idea was that every Halloween there would be a film released, and each year it would be a different film based around that central theme. So actually, Michael Myers was only supposed to be the killer in the first Halloween film. After that, we were supposed to get a ghost Halloween film, or an inbred rednecks Halloween film, or a boy who lives in the walls Halloween film. You get the idea. However, after the success of the first Halloween film, they immediately decided to make Halloween 2, which of course, as we all know, had Michael Myers in it again. And I think that was a mistake. Short-term gains, long-term, I think it harmed the series more than anything else. Because that's why the third film fails. We don't have Michael Myers in the third film, and everybody watching it just says, what is this? Every single time, as a horror fan, as a film fan, you show your friends Halloween 3, and they go, what's this? Where's the guy with the knife? What? I thought he was trying to kill his sister or something. What happened? And you just go, no, but look, it's got like cool masks and that really annoyingly catchy advert.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
And they say, why are you wasting my time? Can't we just watch Halloween? It's better. And then you say, yes, okay. And then you end up watching that. This was pre-social media, so they never really had a chance to get that idea out to the public. You could argue that possibly the first one should have been like an anthology film, just so that we had that idea that it was always going to be different stories based around Halloween. Once you had Halloween 2, Michael Myers was irreversibly connected to the name Halloween and its franchise in the same way that, say, Jason is attached to Friday the 13th, and there we are. You couldn't do what you originally wanted to do anymore. However, the world today is a lot different than it was in the 70s. Social media gives us a reach far beyond anything we could have conceived then. And also, moviegoers are more used to the idea of different characters belonging to the same franchise. We've got the Avengers movies, for example. So I think we can steal this idea and use it for Minecraft. We aren't going to make one big budget epic. Instead, we're going to make small films once a year, every year. About 60, 80 million, possibly. What will connect them is their setting, but also we're going to have them start in the same way each time. And that is our character, whether it be a man or a woman, will wake up in a little glade in a forest. They'll get up, they'll walk through the trees, and bam, we're then into the story. Each year would be directed by a different director, written by different people with different ideas and different concepts. So every year we get something fresh, we get a new perspective, we get something interesting. We could release it in January, where normally cinema's a bit dead, but actually the name of Minecraft would pull people into the cinema who normally wouldn't go. That, combined with what's this director going to come up with, would just be, I think it would be a real draw. So one year we get a zombie Minecraft film. The next year we get an action-adventure Minecraft film. The year after that we get the romantic comedy Minecraft film. I think by now you get the idea. Imagine one year we would get J.D. Dillard's Minecraft movie, and then the next year we might get Michael Bay's Minecraft movie, and then Patty Jenkins' Minecraft movie. followed by Takashi Miike's Minecraft movie. I'd pay to see a David Cronenberg Minecraft movie, wouldn't you? Let me know in the comments who you would get to direct a Minecraft movie. Right, so that said, let's go back to my Minecraft movie and what I would do with it. So I would have a man wake up, as I said, in a glade in the forest. We start off looking at his closed eye. His eye opens and we spring back to a wide shot of him lying there. He sits up, he walks to the trees, he pushes through the tree line, and there he sees a village. But what are we going to do with this guy? What are we going to do with our story? Well, the obvious thing when you have a start like that would be to have some sort of memory loss. You know, the J.J. Abrams Minecraft movie now would be, oh, how did he get here? Who is he? Does he even know what's going on? I hate that idea. I hate memory loss. I hate that kind of early mystery, unless it's done very, very well, which it rarely is. But what I do like is monster movies. I also like Clint Eastwood westerns. We won't even address where he's come from at all. We won't even talk about it. It won't even be mentioned. He's going to be like Clint Eastwood in the Fistful of Dollars trilogy. He's going to be a man with no name. All the best monster movies focus on the people involved. The monsters are the background that apply the pressure so that we can reveal their character. Look at something like The Mist, or early Godzilla films, or even Tremors. So, our man arrives at the village and it has 3 problems. It has an ineffectual, suspicious mayor. It has a witch living nearby, and it has undead that roam the streets at night. So, as our man enters the village, he sees some town guards who are quite drunk, and they are picking on a store owner, trying to say that they should get free food from his shop, and pushing him around, or maybe even beating him up a little bit. And of course our hero wants to help the poor store owner, so he beats up the guards and sends them packing. But night is drawing in, and so the store owner looks around nervously and encourages the man to come and stay with him for the night where it's safe. That way we can have an exposition dump. Anything we need to tell the man at this point, we can tell him. The store owner can talk to him during the night, where he looks out of the window and he sees skeletons and he sees zombies. I think we'll leave out creepers because they make the whole thing a little confusing. But we could possibly use Endermen or even slime. Basically anything from the Minecraft Pantheon that we want to add, we can do here. But we have to be a little bit careful because obviously, like as I said, creepers, if they're wandering along the village and they just start blowing up places, we either have to have them conveniently not explode, or we have to have them just not there. And when you're playing Minecraft, there are sometimes areas where they spawn more often and areas where they don't spawn so often. What we could do is we could have cats running around the streets of the village, because they keep away creepers. So that would be perfect. Right, there we go. We'll have lots of cats all over the town running wild. During this night, we learned that the villagers all hate the mayor because they feel like he doesn't really do anything, and that he just sits in his big sort of palacey mansion house and ignores all of the village, and he sends his guards down to harass them and just genuinely cause problems. As long as the mayor has a quiet, easy life where he's got lots of food, he doesn't really care about anyone else in the village. And also that they think that a witch who lives outside of town is responsible for all of the undead that roam the streets at night. The next morning, the mayor's guards come down to the store owner and they arrest our hero and they march him off to the mayor's mansion. But when he gets there, the mayor acts strangely. He punishes the guards for treating him too roughly, and he's very, very nice to our hero. A little too nice, perhaps. He asks our hero whether he intends to stay in town for long. Our hero says no, he was just passing through and wanted to help out a guy who he thought was in trouble. And the mayor says, great, excellent. He gives him whatever he wants, and the guards then lead him towards the gate. On his way out, our hero notices that the storekeeper has not opened his store today. And that seems a little strange for a hard-working store owner to not open when he sees lots of other shops. So our hero sneaks back into the village. He goes past, he stops at the store owner's shop. He sees that there's no one there, the lights are out, everything's gone. And so he goes back up to the mansion and he starts snooping around. Eventually he finds the dungeons and he finds the store owner. But one thing he notices is that suspiciously the undead don't appear anywhere around the mayor's mansion when night falls. Our hero saves the storekeeper and they leg it out of town, and eventually they find a nice cave in a mountainside where they're going to hide. But the store owner warns our hero that this mountain is where all of the villagers think the witch lives. In the morning, the hero and the store owner are woken up by cave spiders, and so they fight off that attack and they run away. And when they run away, they find a little pathway through the mountain which leads to a secret pool where the witch is washing some of her clothes, gathering up some water, making some potions. She has a little house that's just nearby. The storekeeper says now's their chance. They could kill the witch and save the town, and then hopefully all the townspeople would gather together and would attack the mayor and get rid of him. So they follow the witch to her house and they plan their attack. Our hero and the storekeeper surprise attack the witch just as she's about to go into her house. And oddly, she doesn't fight back. In fact, she doesn't resist at all. She completely gives in. Our hero recognizes this and stops the storekeeper from killing her. Despite the storekeeper saying she's a witch, she's a liar, you can't trust anything she says, we should kill her straight away, our hero wants to stop and listen to what the witch has to say. The witch gently and calmly explains that actually she doesn't hate the village at all. She used to protect them from the undead. She used to cast a warding spell that used to keep the undead out of the streets and keep the village safe. But the mayor wanted to strengthen his control over the whole area, and so he sent his guards to attack the witch, and they threatened her life if she didn't agree just to protect his mansion instead of the whole village. That way he could say to the village, look, I keep you safe from all of these undead, and also I will solve the witch problem. The witch has a special totem of undying, but the mayor has taken it, and if she doesn't do what the mayor tells her to, he will break it and then send his guards to kill her. Naturally, our hero agrees to help the witch. And now we reach our finale, and that is the witch, the hero, and our shopkeeper all go back into town with a plan to defeat the mayor and save all the villagers. First of all, our hero and the shopkeeper sneak into the mayor's mansion. They find the witch's totem of undying and they steal it back. Once they get outside of the mansion, they light a flare or a torch, announcing to the witch that she can come, and she walks into town and she kicks ass. The witch marches down the main street of the town and she summons iron golems and she summons a pillager army, complete with their wizards and their ravagers. They march through the town, attacking the mayor's guards, and eventually they get to the mayor's mansion, where the witch reveals to the whole town that the mayor is actually the bad guy and has been forcing her to be evil. And so eventually they kill the mayor. Or if you want to keep it PG, they can banish the mayor out of their town forever. Or they could turn him into a zombie villager. That'd be cool. That'd work. So the morning dawns. Half the undead that were roaming around the town burn up and disappear, if they haven't run away already because of the witch. The pillager army all agree to leave and go and set up some town someplace else. And of course there's lots of damage been done to the village. So the witch guides the iron golems to help rebuild the shops and the houses, so that she is confirmed as a good guy who's going to help the village in the minds of those who live there. The shopkeeper goes back and he starts picking up his stuff to set up his shop, and he says to our hero, "Do you need somewhere to crash?" But our hero says, "No, I think my time is done here. It's time for me to move on." And he walks out of the gates and off into the distance. So that's my Minecraft movie, a kind of Western monster zombie movie, a little bit of classic Universal monster movies shoved in there as well. I'm still quite interested to see what David Cronenberg would do with the Minecraft movie, but there we go. Let me know your ideas for a Minecraft movie. Yeah, Minecraft movie in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time on The Pitch.